Hi, I'm Doug from the House of Hobbies in Muskegon, and this is a video on what you should know about your RC car. Take the body off of your car. We need to remove the battery strap, pull the pin, set them to the side. This is a 3000 milliamp 8.4 volt nickel metal battery. It's stock with a /4-wheel drive. I know our car's a little dirtier than yours, but yours is probably newer. Just set the battery down in. You'll notice that there's a little groove in the battery strap holder for the wires to come up through. Install the strap. Make sure you clip it down so that if your car goes tumbling, your battery doesn't go flying. And plug your car in. Earlier, we put batteries in the transmitter. The transmitter is still on. Now we're ready to turn the car on. I'm going to turn my car around so it's a little easier for you to see what's going on with the electronic speed control. The battery's plugged in. The remote is still turned on. You always want your remote on before you turn your car on. You'll notice on Traxxas we have a little easy set button here. It's blue. You're going to push that and you'll see the light on this side come on. As soon as that comes on, go ahead and release the button. You notice that that light is red. Red is the indicator that it is in nickel metal mode, or as we say down here, red is dead for Lipo. Never ever run your car in with a Lipo battery in the red mode. It will ruin your battery. To change it to the Lipo safe mode, while the car is in the on position, press and hold your easy set button for 15 seconds. Your light will turn green. When it turns green, go ahead and release it. It's a very easy process to do, but very, very important. There we go. It also makes a up tone so you can hear it. You'll notice now that it's flashing red, and that's because we have a nickel metal battery in it. The process is the same if it's in the green mode, which is the Lipo safe mode, and you want to run a nickel metal battery. Plug your battery in, turn it on, hold it for that 15 seconds. It'll make a descending sound and the light will go from green to red. One of the most common mistakes that we as RCers make is everybody wants to use the button to turn their car off. We don't want you to do that with the Traxxas vehicles. What we want you to do is just grab your two connectors and just unplug the car to shut it off. One of the really cool things about all of the Traxxas vehicles is their ability to give you 3 different control modes. They are Sport mode, which gives you 100% throttle forward, 50% reverse, and 50% brake. Race mode, which is mode 2, which gives you 100% forward, 100% brake, and 0 reverse. And training mode, this is one feature that we just absolutely love because it gives you 50% forward, 100% brake, and 50% reverse. The way you do this is before you turn your car on, you press and hold your easy set button and you'll see this light flash. When it flashes once, that means it's in sport mode. Twice is race mode, and 3 times is your trainer mode. Once you see the flashes that you want, you can just release it. You can continue to hold the button and go through it several times to make sure that you have the right one before you release it. I'll show you how that works right here now. You notice it's on, turn to red, and now we've got 1 blink, that's sport, 2 blinks is racing, 3 blinks is training. I released it because we have a Lipo battery in it and it's in Lipo mode, it went back to green. It's still in training mode, so you're only going to have 50%. Okay, so if you're ready to take it back to a different one, the same process happens again. Just press and hold that button when you're turning it on, and you'll see when it flashes once. There we go, we release it. This is probably the hardest thing about having a brand new car. If you have a nickel metal battery, it needs to be completely depleted, run dead, before you charge it for the first time. It may have 3 minutes of runtime in it, it may have 20 minutes of runtime in it. Part of Traxxas' suggested break-in, especially for the brushed vehicles, is to take your car out and run it at 1/2 to 3/4 throttle on a smooth surface like concrete or a big parking lot in circles or figure eights. that usually is enough battery to break that motor in. If you have a brushless vehicle like this four-wheel drive Slash, there is no break-in needed. However, you do still need to run that nickel metal battery that comes with it completely down before you recharge it for the first time. I need to clarify, when I say it needs to be run dead, what we actually mean by that is you run it until the vehicle stops moving. It doesn't mean that you pick it up and try to run it until it's absolutely positively dead. It just means run until your vehicle stops moving. Taking the mess out of charging. Just be aware that not all batteries and all chargers are compatible. This will help you understand what to use with what. This is the most common combination of battery and charger that comes in the ready-to-run models. You may either have what's called a flat pack or a hump pack where the end battery would be set in the center, which is common in the Bandit, the Rustler, and the Stampede. This is a DC car charger, and a couple things that I want you to really know about these is that you need to plug this end into the automobile first. Then plug your battery into the charger. If you plug your battery into the charger before you plug it into the car, you're going to blow a fuse. There's a little fuse in the end of this charger that is replaceable, and we find that to be the most common mistake made. If you have the AC-DC converter for your car, you need to plug it into the house first, then the charger into the converter, and then your battery into the charger. This is an AC-DC charger. It can be run either in the house or by attaching it to a 12-volt battery. You need to set your amperage correctly for the battery that you have. This is a 3000 milliamp, so we call it a 3 amp battery. So you want to charge at 3 amps or less. Our choices here are 1, 2, and 4 amps. So we're going to select the 2 amps. It's going to take 1 1/2 hours to charge this battery, and make sure that you have the adapter. One of the things that we really want to make you aware of never to do, and that is never try to charge a Lipo battery on a nickel metal charger. This is a nickel metal charger, as well as the stock charger that comes with the cars is a nickel metal charger. Though these will fit the connections, you're asking to ruin a battery and have a potential source of a fire. Never use a Lipo battery on a nickel metal charger. Some chargers will do multiple types of batteries. It is fine to charge a nickel metal battery with a multi-chemistry charger. What that means is that this charger will charge both a nickel metal battery and a Lipo battery. This is one of Traxxas' Easy Peak chargers. It does both nickel metal and Lipo batteries. It also does non-Traxxas batteries. We have an Onyx 5000 7.4 volt Lipo battery, and there's a little blue plug that's normally on the front of this, and we've pulled it off. Your battery plugs in, the Lipo battery plugs in there, and then also plugs directly into the charge port on the front of the charger. This is where it gets a little different. For a non-Traxxas battery, you have to press both the set start button and the charge select rate buttons at the same time to get it to recognize a non-Traxxas battery. One of the beautiful things about having a Traxxas charger and a Traxxas battery is it is a plug-and-play situation. Plug it in, push start. It doesn't matter whether it's a Lipo battery or a nickel metal battery. This charger, the Traxxas Easy Peak Plus, will recognize a battery and automatically set its own adjustments. Hey, thanks for watching our short video. We thank you for your purchase, whether it be a $3 part or a $300 truck. Every purchase is important to us here at the House of Hobbies. If you have questions about it, we want to encourage you to give us a call, stop in, hit us up on Facebook. If we're not available, we highly recommend touching base on Facebook with West Michigan Area RC Club. Thanks again for watching.